welcome to episode 68 of Checkpoint Chat.
68, nailed it with the pause.
Nailed it with the pause, so close. I was so close to getting it wrong there, but
it's
so
okay,
close.
But you were thrown off this morning because
So close
we've
to
been
the
having
nice episode.
Nice episode.
Nice.
We've been having some tech issues. Big surprise there.
Shocker.
Microphones not picking up.
That's Matty, by the way. He doesn't introduce himself.
I
He's
never
so
do.
Rude.
Hi, I'm the other
Because I'm not meant to introduce you. I'm not the host. I'm the co-host.
Yeah,
so
but
you're meant to co-introduce yourself.
One day I know you're going to throw me into the deep end, like, hey, okay, you start the episode.
Oh, God.
And
Didn't you do that once?
No, I've never done.
Oh, I swear you've done that
It's one of
once.
those things, like, I know it's a thing of like, hello, welcome to a Checkpoint Chat. We talk about video games. And one day it's going to catch me off guard. And it'll be like, hey, welcome to, this is episode 53.
I feel like that's you when you do the ad reads. You'll be like caught off guard again. The first time we did ad reads, I think we were both like deers in headlights. We're just like, how do we do
What are
this?
words?
Yeah, what are words? How do I read?
Sentences, tone of voice, actual product. What is going on? Yeah, one day, don't leave me. Don't leave me to do the show by myself, because then I have to do that weird where we sit quietly. We compose ourselves and then hello.
That's always the most awkward part
Hello,
of the podcast.
welcome to episode, and then I always criticize you, like, just don't put a pause. Welcome to episode.
Fuck.
Damn it. The nice episode.
It's always funny because I keep quiet and then Matty's there like humming into the mic like, He's like, oh, you're trying to keep quiet. I'm like, yeah. Yes.
Am I not meant to be singing at the top of my voice? I'm sorry.
One day I'll leave you to record an episode with Glenn.
You know it is going to happen. There's going to be a
That
time
asshole.
when, that guy. What a good, nice guy.
No.
Why do you hate Glenn so
No.
much?
We have a rivalry.
Are you rivalry? Okay.
He calls me fake news Barbosa, and
I think
call
a lot
him
of people-
2K Shill.
A lot of people call you fake news, Barbosa. It's not just Glenn. So you're
This week was fake news Barbosa and slow news Barbosa. I was just like, Jesus, I can't win.
public enemy number one for gaming.
This is why I don't do gaming news anymore. I just write.
You just write
Reviews.
reviews. You retired. You just consult on gaming news.
Yeah, it's like I'm a private investigator.
You'll
like
be
washed up.
You'll be big one day, kid. Let me give you some tips. Don't publish real news. You'll be remembered for the fake news. Make sure to publish news a day later so people know you for being slow.
Exactly.
This is why you're famous.
But people remember you, so you got to stand out somewhere.
Would they remember you if you were Alessandro's Speedy News Barbosa?
No,
maybe.
No,
But
because
slow news is.
then they're just like, oh, look at this news. They're not really focusing on who wrote
You've
it.
really
But when it's
carved out a
slow, they're
niche
like,
now.
look at this asshole who wrote it slow. But they remember the asshole, not the news.
Yeah.
Fucking
This is why you're
thinking,
famous.
man.
This is why you have.
Got that thinking guy meme going on right there.
How many Twitter followers you have? Yeah, that's why you've got all of those Twitter followers. All of those.
Man, I've been stuck on like this. This is a really weird problem to have, but it's like I keep going from 1,390 to 1,400 and then back again. Like
Wait a minute,
that 10-man buffer keeps like.
I looked at your profile yesterday. I think you were on 1,400.
Yeah, no, I was there last week as well. And then I lost like 5 followers. I don't know.
Oh, you're on 1,401.
Oh, God, it's happening.
We're making it. No, wait. Now you're on 1,401.
Oh, you just unfollowed me live on air. Oh, my God.
We've got to keep it a nice, even number.
Wow. So rude. Now I'm going to get a notification. Matty Fig followed you.
I don't know if it'll do it, though, if you spam, follow, unfollow. That happens on Twitch as well. Some people who have followed me already, they'll unfollow me and refollow me. I'm like, but your prompt didn't work. Like, yeah, you asshole, you already followed me. What are you trying to do?
That reminds me, I need to resub to you. I keep forgetting to. The
like
whole
and
like
subscribe.
thing where you have to resub every month if you're on Amazon Prime is quite annoying.
Here's something I figured out this week about Twitch, which is very sneaky because, like you said, if you have Amazon Prime, you can essentially give a Twitch streamer your sub, okay? At no additional cost, inverted
Give
commas.
it to twitch.tv/HarryNees.
Yeah, give it to me. I'm grateful. You're feeding me and my cat children.
Yeah, you're basically buying cat food for Matty's cats.
So local streamer Groundshounds had a big week this week.
Holy crap, he did, yeah.
He was featured on the Blizzard launcher, and then Blizzard actually had an event where I think if you could get a Lego Bash and other items just for connecting your Blizzard to your Twitch account and watching people play Overwatch. Okay, so a little cool crossover, cross-pollinating, cross-marketing.
I think Grant reached like 7,500
so
concurrent views.
So we all know me. I keep Twitch open in the background at work, and then one day
must be nice.
One day, check Grant stream. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's on 500 concurrent viewers. Okay, But normally he's between like 30 to 50 to 60 to 70 maybe. Okay. He was on 500 people watching live. And then through the course of the day, I just watched that number climb. And on day one, it hit about 5,000 or 6,000 people. And then the next day, he was on, I think, 10,500 people watching him. Top of the Overwatch stream board, everything.
He was number one on Twitch for a while.
He was no, not on Twitch as a whole.
On the Overwatch.
On the Overwatch thing,
Yes.
He more than doubled his following from 6,000 to like
crap.
13,000.
What a champ, man! I'm happy for the dude
Yeah.
because he streams so consistently and he's been grafting.
He's great. But the reason I told the story is because I was like, shit, I'm going to support Grant Towns. Like I've been gifted subs in the past. It's September, which is also unrelated.
September, is that a thing?
September. Yeah, so subs cost half the price, which is cool. And I was like, I'm gonna sub to Grant Towns, and it's like you have to put in your credit card details, and you do that, but then Twitch keeps your credit card details. Like, you know, with PSN, have you ever had it where your sub just auto renews? You're like, oh shit, I forgot to unlink my credit card. So Twitch does it when you subscribe to someone, it links your card. It's like, okay, we're going to debit this every month. It's like, no, I just want to do it once. So, but then when it comes to Amazon Prime, like, no, you need to come back every month and do it. Yeah,
I'm there. I'm subscribed. Like, it takes money every month. Just fucking like
just link it. Come on,
put the thing. You know, like
I would be rolling if that were a thing, because at least 8 to 10 of my friends.
I forgot like the whole of last month.
No, but I think at least 8 to 10 people I know have been very kind and given me their Prime subs. But it's also like, hey, don't forget.
How much do you get? Like $2.5?
$2.50 per sub, which is it adds up.
So that's like $25 just from the 10 people.
Just from 10 people.
That's
if I were to get that every month, yeah, come on. By the end of the year, it's
good cat food. It's a Switch game every month. It's
it'd be great. Give me my money. That's
I wish I could watch Twitch at work. I like having it on in the background.
I'm really lucky, and it's funny because it's market research / not market research. I work on a gaming brand. It's like I'm being current by watching this local streamer play Overwatch on PC.
How cool is that Bastion skin though?
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's very.
I need that
cool.
Bastion in real life.
Yeah, well,
you can, but
they make a Lego Bastion.
Yeah, but how much are the Lego Bastions?
The Lego Bastion is 1,200 rand.
Wow, that's money.
But
hey,
it's the most expensive Overwatch one, but it's also the biggest. Wow, you just spilled water on your crotch.
How full is this glass?
It's like you missed your face entirely.
I wet my pants.
It's funny though, because you didn't hit the table, you didn't hit anything, but I just watched you like miss your face.
I can't even
fucking hilarious.
Function. How did that even happen? I just completely missed my mouth.
Did you pee your pants, Matty?
I did.
What were we talking about? Lego, yeah.
Lego, yeah.
But that Lego Bastion, it can convert or transform into the turret mode. I just like cool. It poses with the little Lego bird. I love it. It's just
so here's what you should do. You buy the Lego Bastion. Okay. You throw away the Bastion. You keep the bird.
Good idea.
I mean,
good idea.
This is life hacks here.
I mean, I've got this big BB-8 and it comes with a little baby BB-8, so I'm just going to throw the big one out.
Just throw it out.
Yeah, and just keep the baby BB-8.
Yeah.
Baby BB-8.
BB-8, baby.
Do you think Hideo Kojima got the name for his BBs from Star Wars? He's like, BB-8, I'm going to call my babies BBs.
What? What do you mean?
Well,
in Death Stranding. You're right. They're called BBs.
Yeah.
I thought it was more...
Bastard babies. No, I don't know what they're called.
I thought it was more a meme thing. Like, haven't you ever seen when people go, hey, baby?
Hey, baby.
It's baby.
I want someone to Photoshop a BB-8 with a BB on it now.
Okay, if you're listening, please do that. Send it to @CaptionBarbosa and @MatthewFake.
Please do.
And we'll retweet it.
Or
your money back guaranteed.
I saw a really interesting theory about how Hideo Kojima might tie together, or give like a subtle nod to his Silent Hills PT thing.
Yes.
So they were like,
a ghost pop out.
What if Norman Reedus's baby is actually the fetus you find in PT?
No.
And then the scary lady who keeps hunting you in PT, I think her name's Lisa, is in that other world.
No.
Thing. And maybe Norman Reedus is actually BB's father.
Oh, meu Deus, drama.
Meu Deus.
But yeah, did you ever play the PT demo?
No, I'm too shit scared to.
There was where did I see it? It was either this week or last week where...
Oh, the camera thing.
The camera thing. It turns out that Lisa's following you the whole... Or like right
She's always
behind you the
yeah.
whole time.
That's why you always hear her.
Which makes that game infinitely more terrifying. Which is scary because it already is terrifying.
I love it when players, people always call them hackers, and I'm like, that's not really what they're doing. But
Hackman.
Or people like kind of get into the source code and see how the game runs. There was one a while back that used like a free camera in Resident Evil Remake 2 to see how Mr. X moved around.
Yeah.
And it turns out if he's like far from you, his movement speed is sped up like incredibly so that he can search for you really quickly. And then when he gets close, he slows down so his footsteps don't sound ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
Terrifying. And then also he breaks the rules. He just like goes through walls and stuff like that. So
well, cool. I mean, the police station is massive. Can you imagine?
But also, like, the police station's not always rendered.
No.
So it makes sense that he can just float around, yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Exo, you saw that...
the Pennywise
thing. Mod. God. It's funny how putting that skin on... So, what were we talking about? Somebody modded Pennywise from It. Well,
Pennywise the clown.
They put us... Yeah, they made Mr. X Pennywise, basically. And it's funny how infinitely more terrifying that is when it's... the goddamn clown.
It's just his fucking face, man. It freaks
and he's
me out.
Tall.
Yes.
Jesus.
And then that music.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stay away. You'll float too.
Yeah, you'll float too. It's gonna give it to you.
Oh no. I don't want to.
I still need to watch the second chapter of that movie.
I also need to. We've been talking about it at work, and we've just been putting it off because every Friday something comes up.
But it's also because like I have friends go after work one day this week. They're like,
long.
"Oh, we're going to the 8 o'clock show." I'm like, "You mad?
It's
that
long.
thing's 3 hours, and you're going to 8 o'clock show? Nah,
sleep
nothing.
is for losers.
I enjoy sleep. I enjoy.
I'm so tired.
Speaking of sleep,
yes.
you know what keeps us from sleep?
I
Games,
know.
video
Wow.
games, segue.
What a segue!
Boy.
Jeez, it's your boy.
Yeah, we need to keep a scoreboard of like the best segues. I'll be winning.
Yeah, you win by default.
Let's Checkpoint Chat. Talk about video games. Everything we love about them.
Sometimes.
Are you listening to this rigmarole? Because
I know.
I keep changing it every year, every day.
Every year. You've been around
yeah.
for decades.
Decades.
This is... okay, let me try. Welcome to Checkpoint Chat. We talk about games. So what you been playing?
Wow. That was so condescending. I feel so hurt.
It wasn't meant to be. This is Checkpoint Chat. We talk about games. This is episode...
This is even more condescending. Oh my goodness. Is there something you want to tell me, Matty?
No, this
is the naughty episode. That's next time.
I'm just being full of rubbish.
What you been playing, Matty?
Well, I've been playing... I've still been playing the Celeste DLC, which to my shock has taken me far longer than it should have. But I think it's because the DLC's number one, it's really long, and number two, it's hard.
Yeah,
so
I've been seeing some of your videos, and that shit looks hard.
It's funny. I think there's a skill check though, because the first half of the chapter, I believe, you can play. Anyone can play it. If you finish the game, you can go play chapter 9, and that's doable. Like,
oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt, but you have to finish the game to access chapter 9.
I presume so. I mean, that would make logical sense. You're not going to pick up the game and just dive straight into.
Could you imagine?
9. Oh my god, you'll die. You'll die a lot. So you start chapter 9, and you can just play it, but then. I don't know if you ever made it to the end of Celeste or you didn't try any of the B-sides, whatever, but you'll get to...
I tried a few of them.
So you'll get to some levels where it's blocked off and you need a certain number of hearts to actually unlock the level.
Yes.
Okay, so this logic applies here where at one point in Chapter 9 you hit a wall and it's just got a whole lot of hearts that you need to progress.
Okay.
But I've done the B and the C side, so it just opened for me. But I don't know...
Sorry.
I was like, yes, flex, let me in. But I don't know if that, I didn't count the hearts. I don't know if it means you need to have finished all the B-sides.
That'd be pretty intense.
But I have a feeling it is a prerequisite because the shit that comes after that door is hard. Like there are levels there that have really been pushing me. Like the one, for example, I think it must have taken me a good hour and a half to finish. And
just like one room?
Just one room.
Holy crap.
And the thing is, I don't know if it's because that particular room is like that hard or I just had a bit of a mental block. I just couldn't do it. I tried it. And it's so quick. It's not like a convoluted puzzle where you have to like jump and then, it takes 30 seconds to a minute. It's literally like 5 to 10 seconds to finish this thing.
So you just
and it's just me trying again and again and again and again.
I would have thrown my Switch.
Well, it is actually one of those times where it is late one evening. I'm like, I'm just not going to do it.
And you don't even play with the D-pad, which blows my mind. Like,
I wonder if that
cannot
works to my
imagine
detriment.
Celeste without a D-pad. Like
It's a thing where sometimes I do a jump and I'm completely off, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to really emphasize the directions I'm trying to do.
like I just, especially just for like horizontal and vertical jumps, like that D-pad is a
you
lifesaver.
have to be so precise.
So many times when I was playing with the analog stick, I'm like, let's go up, and I go diagonally left. I'm like, oh god damn it!
Why? No, but so the level, I haven't finished it yet. I think I'd like to think I'm close to it because I've been playing, like I told you before we started recording, about 3 hours, 4 hours, which it's one chapter and it's DLC. It should not take that long.
Chapters, yeah.
I mean, I've had that level yesterday made me think, I'm like, did I even struggle this much on the hardest levels in Seaside?
I don't remember you struggling anywhere near this on all
you
the
know what
others.
it was? I thought about it. It wasn't me struggling so much as me knowing, like, I know how to do it. It's just about me pulling it off now. That level I was stuck on yesterday was the thing of, like, I don't know if it's just me struggling to put the stuff together, and I never hit a comfortable point. It was almost like lucky chance, but it wasn't that. It's 100% skill. But I did it, and I finally got past it, and I played a couple more rooms, and I'm still not done, but it's really good. If you've played Celeste and you need more, it's a
I like
good
how
time.
colourful it looks as well.
It's
the
new levels. So you like, I told you last week, it's set in space, but it's not really. It's got some weird underwater themes with jellyfish and.
Ooh, I like jellyfish.
It's really pretty, super pretty, and now I'm looking forward to finishing it. But yeah,
do you know what jellyfish is in Hebrew?
No,
Medusa.
Medusa.
Sorry, I just know that.
Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa.
Medusa.
Yeah, it's like Medusa, but with a Z.
Is that fun facts with Shani?
Yes.
One day she's like,
She
"Do you know
teaches
what
me
jellyfish
Hebrew
are?" Well, that's
no.
funny
I
because
said a word once, and I said it so badly. She's like, "No,
no.
that's this," and I'm like, "Oh, really?
Oh,
That's
okay.
Cool.
Well, do you know what fish is in Portuguese?
Peixe.
Peixe. You know how you spell it though?
Pixie.
That's Peixe. And I
PE.
yeah.
I thought it was PI.
I had a lot of fun in high school. I don't know why. This one specific word, I'd ask my friends, like, you know what fish is in Portuguese? No, it's peixe. How do you spell it? They'd be like, Paish.
Ah, you idiot.
I'm like, no, it's Peixe. And like, oh, pexe.
Pixie.
Why is it though? You tell me jellyfish.
Actually,
I
I spelled it exactly like Pixie.
Peixe.
Fuck, I'm such an idiot.
Peixe.
I've been using an app to try and Duolingo.
It's a good time
to try and learn Portuguese, but they only have Brazilian Portuguese on there. The fake
so
Portuguese.
you're learning the fake people
fake
in Brazil,
Portuguese.
mortified, like,
But like, it's so weird because a lot of the words are spelt identically. Like milk, lake. But they say leche. I'm like, what the hell? It's not even close to how it's spelled. And they leche. I'm like, nah, this is so wrong. I hate this.
I think you and I have both reached the same points in Duolingo because I also remember that's leche.
Leche. I'm like, no, it's late. Leche.
What is a pineapple? Abacaxi.
Abacaxi. I haven't got that far.
I think it's pineapple abacaxi.
I keep redoing the ones. It's like, I have a car and a house.
You keep doing the one that's like, hola.
Yeah, hola.
Like, yes, hola.
And it's like teaching me gendered pronouns like
gato and gata.
Yeah, gato and gato, or like menina, menino.
Oh, yeah.
Mulher and
the other one.
other one.
I can't remember. I've blanked.
I forgot what man is in Portuguese.
Man,
Medeus.
Duolingo.
We're trying to improve our vocabulary
Portuguese,
so we can
actually
translate this podcast into Portuguese.
We are now the Jack Bonjet.
Wow, that was like Inglourious Bastards level of bad. Like
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
I watched that the other day and it's still so funny. Like he gets like a whole sentence said to him. He's just like, "Si."
I like it's one of those things of you can immediately tell he's not Italian, but it's still,
so fucking
they run
funny.
with it.
Si. It's so good.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. It's like, you're the third best Italian speaking man. I don't speak at all. That's why you're third best.
Why you like that?
It's so good. I love that movie so much.
I need to watch it again.
Yeah,
what a good time.
It's a good movie. It's Christoph Waltz Best
Yes.
time, yeah.
That opening scene where he's on the farm with the milk
It's
is so
terrifying.
intense.
I remember sitting in a cinema watching that and just like freaking out at how it escalated
shit,
it's so beautifully done. Yeah,
good scene. He's a good actor.
I still need to watch Tarantino's new film, the Once Upon a Time in
I
Hollywood.
also haven't seen it. I
Apparently it's
haven't
good.
watched the Tarantino film in a long time.
Oh really?
That's-
Did
yeah.
you watch?
No.
Did you watch Django?
No.
You didn't watch Django. Django's really good. Hateful Eight is also.
No.
I liked it a lot, but a lot of people didn't like it.
You'd say that at least 8 people hated it.
Wow.
The Hateful
out of
Eight.
Hateful Eight is like
I'm here all week.
Hateful Eight is like Django and Reservoir Dogs mushed into one because it's like the aesthetic of Django, but it only takes place in one house.
And it takes Italian of Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah,
No,
buongiorno.
Let's speak of the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Brad Pitt's in a new movie as well.
What is it?
Space one, Ad Astra.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Oh, that's delicious. Carry on. What have you been playing?
That was so gross.
It's like I didn't sneeze
You're
into
like,
the
that's
mic.
delicious.
No, because I've had it before where I've been streaming and I've sneezed like into my mic. And I thought like, why did I do that?
I'm so glad I don't have to.
You don't share marks, yeah.
Ooh, I think we just got another question.
Another one. From who? Who's this from? We'll get there later, but
We'll
tell
get
me,
there. We'll
tell
get
me what you've
What
been
have
playing.
I been playing?
While we've been
So
sidetracked by movies and
last
stuff.
week, I spoke about Gears of War.
Yes.
Right? But I'd only played like Act 1.
You looked at the title screen and you said it's pretty. It's a good time.
So last weekend, then after the podcast, I played a lot more Gears of War.
Yes.
Gears of War 5, obviously, just called Gears 5, which
Gears
is
5,
silly.
you know.
And man, I like that game a lot. Oh my god. So
tell me about it.
the first act is kind of like, it feels like it's just a continuation of Gears 4. You're still playing as JD and it's still very bro macho Gears of War stuff. But then at the end of Act 1, like the story like pivots on itself. A big like story changing thing happens. There's a bit of a time jump, and now you control Kate, she was a squad member of yours in 4.
Yeah.
I guess this is spoilers, but the cliffhanger for 4 was that she had this like amulet from her mom, and when she turned it around, it was the Locust emblem.
Oh no.
So she has some connection to the Locust or whatever, and that's kind of what 5 is exploring. It's like she wants to figure out what her connection is to all of this, and you learn some really interesting lore about the Cog and the Locust from back in the day. Like,
She's a Locust
where did
baby.
the Locust come from? Where did this? And it's like very shades of grey. It kind of makes all the people you think are good guys seem like,
no.
maybe they're actually not super good.
Wow.
So there's like this like moral ambiguity around all of it, and I really, really dig it.
That's cool.
A lot of good Gears of War lore that I've been wondering about for a time. But also, I got to explore the first of, I think there's only 2, but open areas, which is new to Gears of War. It's like these little like open world hubs, and you ride around on this thing called a skiff, which is like it looks like a snowboard connected to like a parachute.
But
which is
you're riding along like a desert from.
well, no. So the first place is like ice. It's like an ice, and then I'm in the desert currently.
I'm literally talking about screenshots I've seen where.
Yeah, the desert with the red sand. Yeah, that's where I'm now, and it's so beautiful. Oh my
so
god,
pretty.
But the first time you're in this like desolate like ice wasteland, which is really cool as well. And roaming around in that thing feels really good. It controls really well, and my god, this game is so beautiful. Like
It's pretty.
it's unbelievably
to make
beautiful.
your eyes cry.
It's just man, the color and oh god, I love how this game looks.
You're
Like,
Rav in the red sand. You get choked up.
yeah,
It's so pretty. It's so nice.
dude, red sand is just cool. Like in Last Jedi, when they had that whole thing at the end where the planes were like scraping the floor and that red sand was coming. It's so beautiful.
It's so pretty.
And then
Yeah, but I
Gears
think
5, red sand.
I think
beautiful.
different colored sand in general is really nice. I mean, in Madeira there are black
Yes,
beaches.
the black beaches.
Which it's such a weird thing because growing up, if you've been to Durban or any beach, it's always this like golden sand, and you go to another beach, it's like, hey, this is actually really nice.
I never got to visit those. I know.
they're like the other side of the islands.
Is it Sandy?
Island, yeah.
She got to see the black beaches.
She's lucky. She drove. One day we'll go back and we'll go swim in the
Eat
beaches
nuts on black beaches.
on beautiful black beaches. So red sand.
Red sand, yes, and ice wasteland. So the open areas, they're nice to get around. they kind of break up the pace a bit because now you've got little side objectives that you can go to, and the side objectives give you like they give you parts for your little robot Jack to like upgrade his abilities, because Jack is now like a part of the game that you can kind of control. So he will have different abilities that you can upgrade using parts that you find in the world. And they can do things like stun enemies, or he can revive fallen teammates, or the one I recently got is he can like hijack enemies for a brief time, stuff like that. So
how does that work?
Yeah, they explain it like he just overloads their brain with
roll down your window. I'm taking this body. It's mine now.
My name's Jack, and this is a hijack.
This is a hijack.
So he's cool because he's like the RPG element that Gears of War introduced. And so you do these little side missions, and they give you components that can like really boost your abilities. And they also, some of them are really cool combat challenges. Like, I've never played a Gears where like stealth was emphasized, but there's been some instances where it's like I roll up into an area and the enemies don't know I'm there. So I'm actually incentivized to kind of make my way around and pick them off one by one.
How do you kill them quietly?
You can, if you get behind them, you can stab them.
Because I'm just thinking of the
chainsaw.
You like sneak around, it's like
and the guy next to him is like, what is that noise?
What is that noise? It must be the wind.
Like every good stealth game.
Must be the wind.
Must be my imagination, yeah. No, you can stab them and stuff like that. So yeah, I like that. The thing about the open areas is that, and Jeff told me about this when he was reviewing the game. He's like, you're on this skiff, and the second player like mans a turret on the skiff. But it's the most useless thing ever because there's never any enemies in the open world. So it's like you're just rolling around. You're just going from point to point to point to point, and then you have to get off and go. So it's like the open world is completely empty. Like entirely empty.
That's weird. I was going to say maybe thematically, like, why wouldn't your vehicle have a turret? It's a good thing. But then...
I guess so. But I mean, if I was playing co-op, it would be so boring because like the one person's driving around being like, "Yeah, this is cool," and the other guy's like,
"Oh, it's just like
sitting there." Yeah, just shooting into the wind essentially. And it's weird because all these points that you can go to are demarcated by flags, so it's not like you're happening upon things dynamically or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool that there's these open world segments. Especially because the conversations Kate and Dell have during these treks between the points are so good. Like, the character writing in Gears 5 is like probably the best the series has ever been. Really personable, really funny as well. Just really, really good. So I'm not going to say, they should turf these open world sections entirely. But if they're going to stick with it, I think they should maybe put a bit more in there to make it a bit more dynamic. Like, Metro Exodus has... these like open hubs as well, but you can kind of veer off into other directions and find things and stuff. And like they would do well to learn from something like that.
God damn.
So, but other than that, when it gets to like, because eventually you get to more linear areas, like more, and man, it's just really good.
It's a good time.
Like really fucking good.
Damn. I really want to play it.
I really, really like this game a lot. And I think I liked 4, but I also acknowledge that 4 was like incredibly safe and very much like, okay, this is exactly what I expected.
Same. Yeah.
This is just like, cool. The Coalition gets what Gears is, and now they're going to be like, this is our Gears. And I'm all for it. Like,
you're all really for it, good, damn.
Yeah. Really good story so far, and I'm just enjoying playing it, yeah.
Nice.
Rahul Kohli is also a voice actor in this one.
Who?
He was Rahul Kohli's... You've seen him on the kind of funny...
Yeah. I know
he's an actor and whatever, and he's this asshole cog. He's so funny.
That's cool.
He's such an asshole in this game, but he's great.
What a guy. So I guess 5 would recommend. Xbox game and on PC.
And it's like on Games Pass, which is weird because it's like, this is like the future of how we're going to purchase games. Like Gears 5 had the biggest launch the series has ever seen, but that becomes a bit strange because it's like, how many of those were actual purchases? And then it's like, how much does that even matter?
Yeah, when people are playing on
in the age of like they're playing the game and they're paying a subscription to play the game. So what does raw sales even mean like anymore? So
it is clever. I mean, but you have to wonder. It's still, I don't know. Let me think of the words I'm trying to say here. Because as a studio, I wonder, like, how does it work for them? Because obviously Microsoft, like, I know Gears is a Microsoft-owned studio or whatever, but just for a game in general to be on Game Pass, so you can either buy the game or play it via Game Pass, what is more profitable for them, I wonder?
Like Creature in the Well.
That's a good example.
Pass,
Does it backfire against the game for being on Game Pass? Or
it
guarantees some income from Microsoft? Does Microsoft pay them based on how many people play the game in Game Pass?
That's what I've seen thrown around. Like they pay based on how many times the game is downloaded or played or something.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I don't know if there's like an upfront like payment from Microsoft to get the game on the service as well. There must be.
I mean,
because it must, like, especially for these indie devs, it must be very like attractive to get on the service.
You get some quick funding and you put into a pool of about just over 100 games. It's not like you're going to get lost in a big pile of everything.
And they're rotating it out and stuff like that.
I mean, but now Gears 5 is probably one of the first exclusives Microsoft's had in a long while it's a must play. I mean, like there's always Forza, but Forza is really, if you're a racing fan,
it's got a more niche appeal.
It's a more niche appeal, whereas Gears it's an action game. It'll be played by far more people. But now it's this AAA title on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's like you. And they also did, which I think was a bit confusing but clever at the same time. They still had the two different versions of Gears, like the Ultimate one, which you could play 4 days early, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they tied those to the two different versions of Game Pass as well. So it's like, hey, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, which is all in one, you can play it early. Like,
and you're going to need it to play online anyway.
And they're all hoping that the hope with all these subscription services is that you sign up and you just forget to unsub. Because you could really, really do well by subbing for a month, unsubbing, and only subbing when you do it again.
Yeah. That's my thing. It's like, Gears 5 is out. Let me pay my $10, play this AAA title.
Or you could pay $30 because you've never subbed. So it's like...
Oh, wait. We're talking 30 Rand. I mean, so $10 versus 30 Rand.
Yeah. But it's like... If you forget to unsub, and I often do this, I kept Origin Access alive for like 6 months longer than I needed to.
Like,
because it was just like every month I'd be like, 50 Rand come off. Shit, I need to cancel
I should cancel it.
Forget. Like, and all I did was sub so I could play that 10 hours of Anthem, which wasted my time.
You're like, I want my $50 back.
And it's like, I've given them enough to actually fucking buy Anthem the game, at this point. And I haven't used it.
I've learned now. The moment, because a lot of those things, it's a small print. Like, you're going to link your card and we're going to debit you every month. So I immediately get that first month and I immediately unlink my card straight
But
after.
like, I'm sure you're in the
I'm a
10% of people that do that.
Because let's not forget, there probably are like the 70% where they'll sign up for the first time, not realize that it's a recurring thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay my $1 now and get this one, this 1 month of Game Pass. And a month later, $10 just came off my account. Oh, shit, I should cancel that.
But it's also a small enough
Repeat
amount
forever.
That it's like, it's again like Origin Access was $50. So it's like, $50. Damn, like I spend more on that lunch every day. You know what I mean? But like it adds up, and it adds
really
up for EA if everyone is doing that.
And let's just remember that subscription services, they're all adding up now to. I mean, who announced? There's another streaming service that is announced.
NBC.
Peacock. Yeah. So if
the TV
you
thing
want,
is weird.
If you want, just for argument's sake, if you want to have every possible show on the planet, you're going to have to subscribe to. There's Netflix, there's Amazon, there's NBC, Disney's coming, there's Apple TV.
It used to be so simple. It used to just be Netflix. And Hulu was like...
Hulu, yeah. There's also
Hulu had everything. And now Hulu almost seems like it's going to die because all of Hulu's content is being stripped into its own streaming service. And it's... I mean, I'm sure you've seen articles saying that piracy for TV shows is on the rise again.
Oh, really?
Because all the streaming stuff is...
Because they're breaking it out now,
They're breaking it up too much,
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you pay $10 a month to all of those, all of a sudden you're paying $50, $60 a month, and you might as well just buy DSTV, which is... a thing we steered away from. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, eventually it's just going to add up to the same thing. It's just
and it's the same in the gaming world as well. We've got EA, we've got Xbox Game Pass, Ubisoft's got their own.
Rockstar just launched a launcher.
Rockstar have their own launcher. I really wouldn't be surprised if Steam at some point have their own version of Game Pass where it's you pay a premium, you get access to 100 of their
they make it, they strike a deal with indie.
Yeah. It's the sort of future we're going towards, and that doesn't even take into account Google Stadia, which is just straight up streaming.
That's still coming
streaming
this year.
plus having to pay games. Is that still coming this year?
Well, not here, but it's up to November or something like that. Yeah,
I don't know. It's an interesting time.
It really is. I feel like we're on the precipice of a big transformation, and now there's also this thing. We're kind of like segmenting into news here, but Steam had this big ruling, or Valve had this big ruling against them in France, where the government basically said that they have to offer a way for people to resell digital games.
Oh, man.
And it's like, how is this going to change the business model going forward? Very interesting times.
That is so weird, because imagine you were to buy, we'll get to, I still want to talk about a game, but just on this, imagine you, for argument's sake, you buy Half-Life 3, it comes out, okay? Pay your $60 for Half-Life 3, you play it, you enjoy it, you sell it on the Steam Marketplace for $40.
Yeah.
What's the difference between your digital copy and, I don't know, the brand new $60 digital copy? It's not nothing. Like a physical thing. If you're a person looking to play Half-Life 3, of course you're going to buy the inverted commas second-hand digital copy. Wow, I
just wonder, like, if they enforce this, like, do the devs get a cut of that second-hand sale? Like, that's what I want to know, because if it works out that, we're creating a digital second-hand market where the devs benefit from repeated sales of the same product, then that's fine, because then consumers win by getting a cheaper game, and devs are reselling the same key and getting profit from it. So it's like a win-win for everyone.
It's a weird thing, though.
But it's a weird thing. Also, there's a big use of blockchain there, because you store all your ledgers of ownership on a blockchain. That's the only way it would work.
To buy Bitcoin is what you're saying.
Steam coin coming to a store near you. Oh my god!
Wow, study your stuff. Speaking of coins and Xbox, this is a terrible segue. I've been playing another Microsoft game.
Which one?
Ori. On Switch, though. So last night, I'm dead tired. I'm about to go to bed and pass out. Pick up my Switch for I don't know what reason. Put it on. There's news there. Ori demo out. I'm going to see what this game looks like on Switch. And so the game's only out, I think it's next week.
Yeah, I think it's the 24th.
Costs it's 27th, I think, next Friday.
It's 27th. Okay, maybe I'm...
So
how much does it cost, do you know?
It's 330 rand.
That's the same as the Goose Game, I think.
The Goose Game, let me tell you. So as someone who's a big fan of Ori and loves that game, 330 rand is well worth the admission.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never played it. So it's a weird thing, because Ori and the Blind Forest is what, like 4 years old now? 5 years old maybe?
Yeah, around about there.
It's about that old. And I don't know why, but whenever it comes to Switch, you expect there to be visual concessions. Okay. But like, think about any game that's ported. There's some, at least for me in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's not as strong as a PlayStation or an Xbox. They're gonna make the game uglier, or it's gonna be a lower frame rate, whatever.
Yeah, because that thing was smooth.
Ori's not that. It is so smooth, and it is just as pretty on the Switch.
It's still running at that 60 frames.
It runs at 60 frames, which that's
I think it kind of
part of the lure of the game. Yeah, it's that it's buttery smooth and it's beautiful. And I don't know, there's just something about putting it on and seeing it run on Switch like flawlessly. It's like, damn, they did a good port, and it is so pretty. And there's something about playing it on the small screen that makes it like, it's a weird thing. It's almost more intimate, but it's not, because it's smaller visual real estate.
Okay.
So there were times when, you've played the beginning of the game a little bit.
Yeah, I've cried.
Where you're like, So that part of the game, it's you mostly just sitting back and watching and taking in the beautiful visuals, and that's cool. But when it kicked me into the actual game, at first I was like, it looks a bit small. Like, your HUD looks tiny, and the writing's very small.
And Ori looks small.
Yeah, Ori looked small. I was like, damn, as someone if I was playing this for the first time, would I even notice this? But after playing, the demo's only half an hour, 40 minutes. By the end of it, it's Ori on the go, and it really runs perfectly. And oh man, I'm gonna pick it up. Not just yet when I've got some downtime, but I will definitely play it again.
Yeah.
No, but then I might as well just stream it on PC. I want to play it again on my Switch, on the road somewhere away from.
Play it on hard mode.
I have played on hard mode.
What's interesting is that, like, this is releasing now, and it comes off the heels of Microsoft going, "Hey, we're kind of done with putting our
stuff.
games on other consoles for the time being. And it's like,
what?
but Ori 2's out
But
soon.
Ori, yeah, I wonder if they won't at some stage be like,
Oh my God, there's water in there? Why is it all wet?
what?
There was like water droplets coming out of the fridge there.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
don't know, just condensation.
Condensation.
Unrelated, I'm grabbing a Red Bull, giving myself some wings, because damn.
Yeah, so like Ori, when's it coming out? February?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11th of Feb.
Will of the Wisps.
Will of the... Yeah.
So yeah, that I guess won't come to Switch.
No.
At least
Although,
for
not,
the time
not
being.
for the time being.
Yeah.
If...
Weird.
I don't know, in terms of raw processing power, how much more demanding it is. Because, I mean, the game is prettier than Blind Forest. I don't know how, but there's something about it. You can see they've toned it up a bit. I mean, it could arguably run on Switch. I don't know if they will bring it to Switch, though. So, unrelated, Cuphead on Switch as well, but not on Xbox Game Pass, which I still find so weird.
I think it is coming though.
Is it coming?
If I'm not mistaken.
How is it not on Game Pass from the get-go?
Yeah, it's strange because it's a Microsoft published thing as far as I know.
I don't know.
Or, I don't know, because it's on Steam as well, so I don't know.
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Contracts
whatever.
and games, super weird.
So, my future of Microsoft, interesting, but at the moment, Ori on Switch, I'd highly recommend the demo. It takes you, like I said, 30 to 45 minutes, and it just gives you a good taste of how the game works. You know, some of the platforming, some of the combat, and it'll make your eyes bleed tears because it's so
Bleed tears,
pretty.
my goodness.
Good Lord.
It's the most passive-aggressive way to describe crying. Like,
I'm
not
very
crying,
passionate
I'm
about
bleeding water.
I'm not crying, I'm manly.
Yeah. I'm
Tears.
bleeding water from my eyes like a man. God.
Damn onion ninjas. I don't know what-
Onion ninjas.
Oh, yeah, damn ninjas cutting onions. Wow, I ruined that.
Damn onion ninjas. I'm just thinking of onions that have
Red
like
Bull.
a little bandana on and carry a little sword.
That probably
They come near
exists
you
on
and
the
cut their
internet.
arm like, ha.
Into my trap.
I've been dabbling around with something that came out this week as well called Apple Arcade.
Wow.
Do you know what Apple Arcade is?
I bet you it's an Apple-related product.
You are
Am I right?
correct, yes. So
should
Apple
be
Arcade was
detective.
announced a while ago, but it launched now with iOS 13, at least on iPhone. It's coming to iPad and Apple TV as well,
Yeah.
soonish. So it's basically like Game Pass for Apple games. But so games that you would have regularly paid money for are now free on this subscription, which costs 89 Rand a month or $5 a month, depending on where in the world you are.
Naughty Rand.
And I like it because like all the games on there are the sorts of games that aren't like your mobile ad driven games.
Yeah.
You know, these are games that would have cost you
actual-
$5 anyway. And there's a lot of good stuff on here. So I didn't download all 100 because I'm not crazy.
Oh, wait. So that's basically Xbox Game Pass for phone now.
Yeah, essentially.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Another
and
service to
all
subscribe
the
to.
games on here. So some of the games on here, Apple calls them Apple Arcade exclusives, but what it means by that is it's exclusive to Apple in the mobile sense, so they won't come to Android.
Yeah.
But some of these are already on console, like Sayonara Wild Hearts has come to Switch.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to play it on mobile, it's only on Apple.
don't.
So that's one of the games that I've tried out. Very, very good. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
Nice.
I also played this ridiculous game called What the Golf,
What the golf?
which is like the most ridiculous, pun-heavy, trolling game of golf I've ever played. It's like you start playing a few levels and you're just playing normal golf, whatever, and the next thing you pull back to like hit the ball, and the guy who's hitting the ball flies forward instead of the ball.
I've seen gifs of this
And
floating
it's
around.
like, what? And then some of it's like, you're the hole. And you. There was one that was so, I wanted to throw my phone at the wall at the end because it made me laugh, but I hated it so much. It was like, I was a hole, so I was moving the hole along.
Yeah.
And I had to get it to a massive hole at the end that was shaped in a 1. And when I got it in, it said hole in 1.
Oh, no.
And I was just like,
no.
I hate this. Get out of here. But it's really good. It's hilarious. It's like full of good jokes and
That's cool.
really interesting puzzles as well. But man, you've got to really enjoy puns to enjoy that game.
Have you met me?
Yes.
I love puns.
Yes.
I need this game.
You've got Oceanhorn 2, which is Oceanhorn 1 was basically like a Zelda game, and now this is like a more 3D Zelda game. So you can play that. We've got a turn-based strategy game called Overland, which is like you and a family trying to survive in like this post-apocalyptic wasteland. You've got a dog. You can pet the dog and then give the dog a knife. Which is amazing.
Well, that's something I never expected to flow in that sentence. You can pet your dog, give him a treat, take him for a walk, give him a knife.
People.
There's a Diamond Dog from Metal Gear.
It's kind of like Diamond Dog, yeah. Or the big wolf from Dark Souls. Yeah. That game's really good. The one I've been playing the most is Mini Motorways. So, do you ever hear of a game called Mini Metro?
I think I've heard of it.
It's like a puzzle game where you had like an escalating map of metro systems that you connect and like kind of. So this is kind of the same except it's highways. And it's really soothing. It's got like really good music and whatever. And then it starts you off quite nicely. And then it's like, oh my God. My highways, I'm getting traffic congestion here. I don't know what to do. And every time I've played it, I'm like, I guess roads are hard to design to kind of like get congestion cut down and whatever.
Do you have to put robots?
You can put robots, and I've often found that I put robots in the worst places because I just end up making more traffic.
Oh, nice. You
so yeah.
Don't design roads.
You can make motorways and bridges and stuff like that. It's really good. But like just in general, Apple Arcade seems like a really cool thing.
I wonder why they didn't. So I know Sky is free to play.
Yeah.
But they could have 100% put that on Apple Arcade.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing yesterday. Like
why
is it a free to play sort of thing when it could have been? It could have headlined Apple Arcade.
It could have headlined it, yeah.
Like Apple Arcade exclusive with that game company's follow up to Journey. Like,
and I think that would have helped push the sales even more, to be honest. But hey, it's got an existing library, which is cool.
It's got, I mean, it's a bit overwhelming because it's like 100 games, but I think the quality of the games on Apple Arcade that I've played so far are like so far above what you have come to expect from regular mobile games.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a great fucking service.
That's cool.
And now with iOS 13, you've got support for Bluetooth controllers. So your DualShock and your Xbox controller. And like,
gonna find you in the subway playing it with your
the large
your
majority of these games support gamepads. So like suddenly my iPhone is turned into like a Switch competitor. It's like got these games that are on Switch as well. They're part of the subscription service, and I can play them with a controller. And then like if you've got an Apple TV, you can play them on the TV. Like
that's really cool.
It's really cool.
You just need one of those weird docks now where you can slot your phone in.
I bought one.
Oh wow! Yeah. So you're going to be taking your controller with you. It's giving me the eyebrows.
Like a month ago, and I was anticipating this happening.
I actually remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And if you've got an iPad, then like suddenly you're on a flight and you just can connect your controller on there, and you've got like a mini TV to play these really good games. Like it's the thing. Like people are like, oh, but it's just mobile games. It's like
just mobile games.
These are a cut
Have you
above.
Seen how far mobile games have come? Like even just mobile phones in general have much better processing power these days, and they can push out surprisingly
the new
nice
iPhone
visuals.
CPU is more powerful than some like desktop processors. It's crazy. It's crazy. On the I've been watching like benchmarks.
It's more powerful than the Xbox One X.
Well, the iPad Pro is.
What?
Not the X. The iPad Pro is more powerful than the Xbox One S.
Jeez, that's insane.
And
it also costs 5 times the price.
Yeah, that too.
You pay for that power.
But also, like, a lot of these games are on consoles. So, like, these are games that you would play on your Xbox or on your, essentially, the Switch. So, it's like the same thing, except this is
on your phone
that you keep around all the time.
How many times have you been somewhere and been like, man, I wish I had my Switch with me?
Yeah.
You know what? You always have your phone with you.
Always have your phone.
Do you always have a controller with you though?
Not.
No.
But all these games work with touch
without
just
them
as well. So
yeah, but who wants to play with just touch? I mean, come on.
There's a new Rayman game.
Wow.
I love the Rayman games on iPhone. I really
good.
Them. Yeah.
Rayman is just a good time in general.
So yeah, that's Apple Arcade. If you have an iPhone, I would
100%
check it out. The first month is free.
Yeah, which I didn't know, so I'm keen.
Yeah, but then it automatically subs you, so just careful.
No!
Yeah.
You can call this a subscription episode. Jeez,
yeah, exactly.
It's all about the subs.
But yeah, I would 100% try it out. And if you are playing, I'd love to hear what gems you found, because like I'm obviously working my way through all these games.
100. So. Well, now you know what it must feel like to be. Imagine you're a non-gamer and you buy an Xbox and you buy Game Pass. You just have this library of shit you don't know. It's
You can play Cricket Through the Ages. That game.
That game looks good. I watched the trailer.
It's a good free lives creator game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Local boys.
Local boys.
Local peeps.
Should we get to game release?
What is out this week besides Ori on Switch on Friday? Tell me all the releases.
I think there's quite a few actually. My God.
You have to scroll so all the time now. Get to September. We are nearly in October. This is weird. September.
No, so we're looking from September 21st to September 28th.
Mm-hmm.
September 20th. Okay, cool. Dead by Daylight's coming to Switch.
Yes.
That's that asymmetrical multiplayer horror game, isn't it? Okay, cool.
Dead by Daylight. There's one person plays as the murderer. Yeah. There's 4 survivors trying to escape, basically.
So that's out on Switch. We got the Surge 2 coming out on Tuesday. PC, PS4, Xbox One. The Surge 1 was obviously like futuristic Dark Souls. I played a bit of it. It was fine.
I think it's got like a bit of a cult following though.
Yeah. I think what I've seen of the sequel looks really good. I think they've improved on it a lot, and I'm curious to see reviews and stuff for that.
Surge 2, but the most important game of the week,
Cat Quest 2,
the Lupus Empire.
It's actually already out on Apple Arcade.
No. What?
Yeah, it's out on Apple Arcade.
Good lord.
This is like Zelda, but with a cat.
You should definitely play that next.
Yes.
Noita.
That's out on September 24th. Noita. Noita is this game. Oh man. Okay, so it's only out in Steam Early Access, but it's that like dungeon crawler I showed you a while back where every pixel is simulated.
So that's the one you couldn't remember the name.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's so cool because you can. It's almost like Breath of the Wild possibilities where you can get things to react with other things like fire and poison, and because every pixel is simulated, it's wild.
That's cool.
It looks so. I would
Noita.
100% recommend you looking up the game. It's Noita. Like just see a video because I can't really describe how.
Yeah, because you explained it to me, and it's funny because you explained it to me however long ago, saying there's this game, the pixels, blah blah blah. Then I saw this trailer, and immediately I was like, man, this looks interesting. And then I clicked. It's like, wait, this is what you're telling me about.
Yeah.
You can't explain it.
I've been following this game for ages. I'm so keen to try it in early access. It's just so cool. It also appeals to me on a technical level because I'm just like, man, how did they do this?
How did they do this with sorcery?
So yeah. The Executioner coming to PC September 25th. 3000th Duel.
I love you, 3000th Duel.
Get out of here.
Get out. Wow,
Steam Early Access on PC. Mario Kart Tour coming to mobile.
What? I didn't know that was out this week. Mario Kart on the go. That's interesting. That is what it is, right? It's Mario Kart.
But I think it's
pay to win.
The other, the Dr. Mario one.
I never played Dr. Mario. Did you give it a bash?
Nah. Couldn't give a shit about that.
No. What?
Yeah.
Dr. Mario,
it's Tetris and Mario, and I could not give a shit.
You're a bad Nintendo / Tetris fan.
I'm trying to only pick ones I've kind of heard. Repressed coming to PC. Repressed Memories, anyone?
No. Northgard. I've heard a lot of Northgard.
Yeah, Northgard I've heard of.
Is it a strategy game? I think it's a strategy game.
It's been out on PC for a while, if I'm not mistaken.
Coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on September 26th.
Flotsam. It wasn't Flotsam a city in The Witcher? I swear it was.
Don't know.
I think in The Witcher 2 there was a place called Flotsam.
Flotsam? The heck?
Steam Early Access PC, September 26th. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition. I hate that.
Wow.
Coming to Switch, September 26th.
How do you pronounce it? Definitive. Are you making fun of people now?
I hate that.
The Definitive Edition. It's the Mark Tyson version.
There's a new Contra coming out since
September I had no 26th. Idea.
This is like the twin stick
Wait
shooter
a minute. Wasn't there a really bad trailer for that?
Yes.
Where did they show that?
E3.
Was it E3? Yeah, they showed it's like new Contra. I was like, hell yeah. Then it's
twin stick shooter called Rogue Corps.
Look really bad.
I also saw people playing it and I was like, it looks gonna be PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. September 26th. Wanderlust Travel Stories, PC and iOS. September 26th. Dragon Quest 11S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. That is way too long a name.
And below
Wait.
that, Dragon Quest. What? So, okay. So,
They're launching they're launching the original ones: Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest II, Luminaries of a Legendary Line, and Dragon Quest III: The Seeds of Salvation, all on Switch, and the art is horrible. It's like they've redone the 16-bit sprites.
They've remastered it, right?
It's horrible. It looks terrible. The sprites look so out of place and like.
Damn.
I hate it.
To be alive, yo. So much hate. But then Dragon Quest 11, that's the latest one.
So this is like the S version, which apparently has content that you can't get on the other one, but this is exclusive to Switch. So people are mad about that. I don't know. I just know that name is way too long.
Yeah, it's super long. Damn, there are a lot of games out this week.
FIFA 20, PS4, Football. Goal! PS4, Xbox One, Switch.
Ronaldo Simulator
20, yeah. Code Vein is finally coming out.
Code Vein. This is
Anime Dark Souls.
You know who's excited for this? I'll give you one guess. Who's excited for it? Who do we know is a Dark Souls fan?
John Marco.
I think he's pre-ordered it, everything. I could be wrong, but he's hyped in this Code Vein.
Have you not kept him away from pre-orders?
No, I could be wrong. But I know he's very hyped in this game. Like, yeah, Code Vein.
It's been a while coming out. I played this at E3 last year.
What did you think of it?
It felt like Dark Souls.
Nice.
Looked pretty good.
Nice, anime Dark Souls.
Yeah, anime
Body's
Dark
ready.
Souls. Freedom Finger, I just like that name.
Have you seen that trailer?
Yes.
That's that one, yeah.
PC and Switch, September 27th. Tropico 6, PS4, and Xbox One, September 27th. Ori and the Blind Forest.
Pick of the week, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Definitive Edition, Switch.
Would recommend download the demo and then play the game next week or this week.
And then
depending when you're listening.
Tesla Grad, Switch and Vita. What? What?
The Vita's still alive.
The Vita lives.
That is such a weird
Vita
thing.
In the year of our Lord 2019.
I cannot believe that. That's
wild. September 27th. Wow.
That is amazing.
Let's see what, because we look at our releases on VG247.com. Their top picks for September were Monster Hunter Iceborne, Gears 5, Borderlands 3. Guess how that worked out for you. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening and Surge 2.
Damn.
No Goose Game.
No Untitled Goose Game.
No Ori and the Blind Forest.
Damn. Bad VG247. There's some good picks next month. But you'll have to wait till next month to find out what they are. Or you could
next month is month is busy as well.
Damn.
What the Golf is coming out on PC on October 1st.
What the Golf? I love that there's a question mark at the end of that.
It's so good. It's such a great game. Yeah. That's releases. Do you want to
Let's get to news.
Good news.
Good news. Good news. Good Garmin news.
Good
news.
Garmin's news.
Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush is good. Don't you dare talk bad about Baba Ganoush.
I'm not. I just said Baba Ganoush, and you're like, how dare you? How dare you do this? So what news will there be?
John Wick Hex, the John Wick game from good old Mike Bithell.
Mark Bithell, yes.
The like strategy XCOM-ish like game. It's out on October 8th.
Surprise. Exclusive. That's actually really soon.
Yeah, exclusive to the Epic Store. And
I am shocked.
I think it's only on the Epic Store first. Or maybe it's coming to consoles as well.
Damn.
Let's see, hold on. No, Epic Store exclusive on PC and Mac, and then it's coming to consoles later. So yeah.
That looks good.
Cool. Terminator Resistance is a new first-person shooter Terminator game, which kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. What is with the Terminator hype this year?
Man, it's just marketing for the fucking movie
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yo. Epic.
Oh, it's a new Epic's Legend character.
Yeah. I think Crypto's been. I think they data mined him ages ago. We knew there was a new character called Crypto coming out, but I think there's this new short or trailer that actually shows who the dude is. We still don't know. We still don't know. Still don't know what he can do though. But he's got a drone, which is interesting.
He talks you into buying Bitcoin, and then
he's
your
like,
head explodes.
And you get stunned.
Or he explains what the blockchain is, and then your head explodes.
And you get distracted, and then your head explodes. Nice.
And the only defense against him is putting your fingers in your ears.
Oh, push X.
Oh yeah, this is what we were talking about. Previously, Paris Regional Court decrees that Valve must allow users to resell digitally owned games.
How? I don't understand.
Coincidence that this came under the crypto news?
I don't know.
Think not.
No, it's all planned.
I think not.
Damn.
Yeah, big shake-up there.
Oh, this is quite big.
Yeah, this is huge. So Epic Store was teasing something Batman related in their next batch of free games.
Yeah.
Little did we know it would be 6 games.
6.
So it's the whole Batman Lego trilogy, so which is 3 games if I'm not mistaken, and then the whole Arkham trilogy. So that is Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, not Arkham Origins, because that was made by a different studio.
Okay.
And it's still probably one of the better ones. So,
but still, that's
a lot of games.
That's a lot of Batman.
No money.
Yeah.
A lot of free.
I haven't played the Lego Batman games, but the Arkham games are.
Did you play Arkham Knight?
I haven't played Arkham Knight yet. I know. Now that it's fixed on PC, maybe I should do myself
Arkham Knight
a
is
favor.
a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a really good
What
time.
did you play it on?
I played it on PS4 back in the day because the PC version
was so bad that they took it off the store and everything.
I played it on PC recently, and it's a good time, especially now that we have much stronger cards going for it. So,
oh boy.
Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening came out, got really good reviews. Good old Jeff.
I'm ready.
Jeff gave it an 8.5.
So pretty.
Ghost Recon's getting Recon Breakpoint is getting open beta on the 24th of September.
So that's tomorrow, if you're listening today on a Monday.
No, it's not. Oh, on a Monday. I was like,
oh, I just screwed your mind right
now. Yeah, time travel. Call of Duty Mobile.
Nice.
It's getting released on October 1st.
That is.
And now you can use your controllers, so.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh.
The best news of the week. Pokemon's Farfetch'd is getting an evolution.
Pokemon, so we all know Farfetch'd, the Pokemon with the leak. The little bird with the leak.
Leak spin.
You finally get to the evolution. It's what? Surfetch'd.
It's like this week
It's so
Ash
weird.
finally won a Pokemon League, and one of the OG Pokemon is getting an evolution.
It's getting an evolution.
Pokemon
Surfetch'd. Yeah, I just love his design.
yourself.
He's got it looks like a lance.
Massive leak sword.
Yeah, and then like a cabbage shield or whatever. That's
so good. And people are like, why is he exclusive to Pokemon Sword? He's got a sword and a shield.
That's just true. Oh wait, is he one of the exclusives?
Yeah, to Pokemon Sword, the best version of Pokemon Sword and Shield.
So far-fetched.
Yeah, Surfetch'd.
Damn.
So good. Not sure why that's in gaming news, but okay. Doom stuff. Nier Automata will be making its way to Final Fantasy 14 in October, so you can play as 2B with a massive gun. Cool.
Damn. What news
Looks
is
like
this?
there's going to be some Batman stuff in Fortnite.
Oh,
Battle
that's
Royale.
interesting.
Yeah, there was they data mined like a Batarang and
that's cool.
And some Batman costumes and stuff, so that's cool.
Well, given with the whole Epic trilogy announcement, all the games announced, I mean, there's clearly been some discussion there with the Batman people. So you never know.
I love this header. So, Football Manager, it's making its casing eco-friendly and also edible in a way. So Darren puts it in a Silence of the Lambs shot. Fuck, I love you, Darren, so much.
With the headline, this year's Football Manager isn't just eco-friendly, it's actually edible.
Have you ever eaten a man's brain with fava beans and Football Manager?
No. Oh, Darren.
I love you. Just that little thing. I can't do it, man. Anthony Hopkins does it so well. Oh yeah, so BioWare gave us sort of like Anthem update, which was kind of a non-update. They were basically saying they're ditching their DLC acts, which was meant to be like short-term acts, and focusing on seasonal updates, but also that they are hard at work on big overhauls to features because they understand that they missed the mark in so many ways, but they're not ready to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yet. So
I think this game is 100. If they keep supporting it, it's going to be another No Man's Sky where they completely missed the mark. You don't think so?
I don't know. I think like No Man's Sky had so much ill world launch as well, and that now like it turned it around, but man, Anthem really fucking missed it.
No. But it still has I don't know how big it is, but there's still a player base.
Yeah, there's still a player base, and like who knows, in a year they come out and be like, we revamping this completely.
And honestly, we live in a time where games can change from launch to whatever, and they'll evolve and they can bring players back. Like,
I just know the sentiment is so
the sentiment's negative, yeah, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what's going on. What is this?
Rockstar has its own PC game store, and it's giving away GTA San Andreas to hook you in.
I love that header.
This is 100%, to me, a confirmation that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it has
and
to.
will launch through their launcher.
And then GTA 6 is going to be announced.
100%.
Surprise.
Yeah. I like it. Makes no sense.
Weren't there rumors or leaks or teasers of... what is the zombie mode?
Yeah, so on Red Dead Redemption 2 online, players were coming across zombies in there. So everyone kind of thinks there's going to be an Undead Nightmare-esque thing just for the online.
For the online. But can you imagine how terrifying that is? You playing the game and there's been no news of zombie stuff, and you're busy running, and all of a sudden it's like, hey stranger, what's wrong with you? I'd cry.
Yeah.
She's like literally just on the spot.
Yeah. Just
okay. Damn.
Right there. That's why I need nappies all the time.
Wow. Oh. Well, this is confession hour. I didn't realize.
This episode of Checkpoint Chat is brought to you by Pampers.
Wait, Pampers the kid...
Pampers Game Edition.
No, Pampers the kiddie food or the diapers?
No, the diapers.
Okay.
And there's a gamer edition now.
I know.
It's covered in camo.
Yes.
To make sure that you're manly, you know.
Okay. So people,
and also it keeps you in the game, so you can poop yourself and still get that high score.
Nice, man. That's cool.
Yeah. Rush out to your nearest store.
We are not sponsored by Pampers.
There's also no gamer underwear, but there probably should be. For all the
no, there shouldn't be. We don't want to encourage this
babies out there.
No. Babies.
Yes. Anyway.
Or as I like to call them, the maybes.
I like that.
Daymare 1998. What? I'm so confused. What is this?
I have no idea what this is.
Daymare 1998 review Resident Evil 2 remake. So what is this? I don't know.
I'm skipping that.
I want to come back to that in my own time. Damn. I don't know what other news was there.
There was some weird E3 marketing stuff that came out saying that they want to make it more of an influencer and celebrity driven event, which I'm just like, oh, please no. Please no.
No. We touched on this last week. Final Fantasy VII Remake will include a classic gameplay mode.
We did touch on that, yeah. I think we mentioned this a bit. Gears of War 5 is like a massive Xbox Game Studio success. But its retail is abysmal, and that just shows you the effect of Game Pass.
Nice, man.
I think that's
about it.
Is
that the news, eh?
Yeah. Holy shit, Pokemon. Yeah. Well done to Ash for finally winning the fucking Pokemon
Only took
League.
22 years. I can't believe he's never won one. I just never realized that was a thing.
I didn't know. The main thing that I gathered from this was that they changed the art style for the show, and it looks terrible. I think
weird.
Ash looks so dumb. I think it looks horrible.
Dumb Ash.
We spoke about Resident Evil Resistance
last week, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's Game's news.
So
now, it's off to questions. If you want to send us a question, you can email us at checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com. Wait, hold on. Yeah, checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com. That's checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com. You can also grab us on Twitter at checkpointchat. DMs open, mentions open, everything's
always open. All of the things
My legs are open.
Whoa. PG-13.
Also, facebook.com/checkpointchat. We've got a page there. Come chat. Come hang out.
Come say hi.
Come hang out.
I post gifs and lols.
And if you're listening to this on Monday, we're going to be at Comic-Con tomorrow, Tuesday.
Yes,
we'll be recording a live episode from the Nintendo stand.
You can shout from far, like, hey,
if you're somehow listening to this before Monday,
how?
What are you doing in my house?
Well,
get out of here.
We're going to be there tomorrow.
We're going to be there on Sunday. Also, I won't be here. Why are you in my house?
What is going on?
Get out of here.
Okay, so we have 3 emails from good pal Migs. He says, "Hey, cloudy petite Cambodia. Have you ever made a pre-order that you instantly regretted making once you received the game and booted up? Duke Nukem Forever's mine."
Oh, yeah. I feel like you.
That's yeah.
You should have seen that coming, but yeah, that was a stinker on arrival. Mine was The Force Unleashed 2.
Oh yeah.
I still like that game.
Yeah.
But I
pre-ordered it.
I still have the stinging disappointment of like, I really liked the first one. I pre-ordered the second one. I went to the shop. I bought it. I got home at like 1 in the afternoon. It was like after school. And by the time I went to bed, I had finished that game. Because that game was like 4 hours long. And I was just
what? Was it that short?
Yeah, I was just like so disappointed.
Jeez, like that.
It's one of those where you try to convince yourself. You're like, that was good. Yeah, that was good. And then eventually you're just like, fuck, that was a robbery.
I'll replay it.
God. Because that game was beautiful and I enjoyed it, but man.
Super short.
Nowhere near the quality of the first one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had instant regret like that, but I have had pre-orders that I've been like, oh, why did I buy this game? Like a classic one, Evolve. I pre-ordered that, got it on launch day, played it, thought, yeah, it's cool, and then played it a bit more. I was like, yeah, it's okay. And I was like,
you had played it at a preview event as well.
I don't think I'd actually played at a preview event. I'd seen it, and I thought, shit. I mean, I love Left 4 Dead. It's a co-op experience, and all previews, everything looks like it's really good.
I fell in love with that game at preview events.
No, but I think everyone did, and that's the problem is that people played it once, thought this is incredible, but then the more you play it, the more you're like,
that's the danger, yeah. Because the preview events, I played it for like 3 hours, and I was like, this is awesome. Absolutely. And then you realize like there wasn't that much depth to it.
No, it got real stale, real.
Yeah.
And
still a really good concept though. I really liked it. Yeah.
And one game, not that it's a bad game, it just didn't hook me. Is I think I went to Rage one year and I got a discount voucher for Dishonored, the original.
Oh, okay.
Like there was some weird promo happening there where you basically go to a machine and it prints you out like a random voucher. So you could get lucky, you could not get lucky, whatever.
Bringing real world loot boxes.
Real world loot, yeah, but it didn't cost you a cent. It was just like
that's how they get you.
That's how they got me.
You've seen drug dealers, they give you free stuff.
What? So it's like, I can get 100, 150 Rand off Dishonored, which is by all means looks like it's a really good game. People seem to be hyped on it. And I think Dishonored is a good game. It just never grabbed me.
No, I've heard that. I mean, Glenn, I give him shit for it all the time because I think Dishonored is really good. But I completely understand. There's a cadence and a feel to that game that you need to click with. Like it's very slow, and I think there's times when I play Dishonored and I really like it, but I also feel like this feels janky, like weird. But I totally.
I was immediately put off in the opening cutscene where
you're playing hide and seek.
No, where someone dies, and then it wasn't you. You witness someone else killing this person, and the guards come up to you like, you did it, and you're playing the silent protagonist. You say nothing. I'm like, well,
yeah, you're like.
If it were me, I'd be like, well, it wasn't me. Like, at least put up some sort of argument.
You're like that Neo from the first Matrix where his mouth gets sewn shut.
Yeah.
You're just like,
I was just like, what is this?
Silent protagonist. He talks in the second one, so.
Oh,
yeah,
well, that helps.
Good call, though.
Hi, Chris Prank Can. What is Alessandro's must-watch TV series?
That could have been an easy Chris Pratt thing.
Chris Pratt Can. What is your must-watch TV series at the moment?
At the moment? Well, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad, so if you haven't watched that, like
Breaking Bad,
that shit is so good. Rewatching
John Michael never watched Breaking Bad. Watching it at the moment,
dude, like I'm like on the last season already, and I just watching that again. I've never rewatched a series, and man, what a great series!
Damn,
that series is so good. Must watch. What have I watched recently on Netflix that I thought was... Oh, yeah. The Spy. It's like a mini-series on Netflix. I think it's only 6 episodes.
About the Team Fortress 2 Spy.
No, but it could be. It's based on a true story about a Israeli, like, a spy that infiltrates Syria in the 1960s or 70s.
Damn.
Yeah. It's the main actor, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, okay.
Which is... fascinating, but he is so good.
That guy's like very flexible.
Actor. Yeah. That series is phenomenal. It's just really good start to finish.
That's cool.
And true story as well, which is harrowing.
Damn.
So that's really good. Also, there's a second volume of The Chef Show.
Chef Show?
Have you ever watched the movie Chef?
Yes.
With Jon Favreau?
Yeah, actually, no, I haven't seen that movie. I lie.
Haven't you?
You've told me about it before.
Yeah, he's like a high-class chef, and then he opens up a food truck. So basically, the Chef Show is basically Jon Favreau and the real-world chef who taught him how to do the stuff from the movie, doing a cooking show. and it's on Netflix. And now it's the second volume is out, and it's just really fun because they don't cook extravagant food. They cook like really
just delicious.
They cook the stuff from the movie, and then they cook other stuff, and it's just really fun.
That's cool.
There's one episode where they go to a restaurant, and they're with Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland and the Russo brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
And Kevin Feige, and they're just all talking, and then they're talking about like Tom Holland's interview audition for Spider-Man, and then like they were also talking about how, because he's like a gymnast and a dancer, like how they were like, "Can you do a backflip?" He's like, "Well, yeah." And then Jon Favreau's like, "Yeah, I just walked into the room once and we were shooting a scene. And he was just fucking hopping around like a crazy
doing
person."
backflips.
Yeah.
He's an actual Spider-Man.
So it's like really cool that you get these moments.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
Nice. Next question. Hello, Carrie Peppermint Chillers.
Ooh,
by the time
something I'd eat.
By the time you read this, I'll be on the way to Comic-Con Africa Part 2.
Cool.
Sadly, I won't be going on Sunday, though.
Aw.
In your wish list, who realistically would you love to meet for a photo op? Realistically.
That is there because there's so few now anymore. So
oh my gosh.
yeah, so many cancellations.
That Anthony Mackie cancellation, I just burst out laughing because I feel bad for the guy because last year it wasn't his fault. He was grounded.
Yeah, because of the hurricane.
Because of the hurricane. Yeah. But this year, I don't know, it's just like bad planning or...
And you pointed out there's that fly that was printed a while ago.
Yeah.
All the people who've cancelled
aren't
suspiciously
there.
missing.
So I was like, this is just a weird... Because surely he would be a headliner on there, you know? So I don't know. I was suspicious. Like, that's interesting, yeah.
But yeah... I don't know, because now who's the stars there? I guess you've got Troy Baker and...
I'd love to meet them. Nolan North.
Yeah, that'd be cool to meet,
like,
I think.
Be Nathan Drake.
Be Nathan Drake. Nah, Joel.
Do all of that.
Not Nolan North. Troy Baker voices someone in Persona 4.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, Persona 4.
Though, I don't think... people realize, I mean, unless you've really looked them up or you're deep into game, you don't realize just how many characters those two play.
And also, people give them shit because often when they're playing the like normal protagonists, they kind of sound the same. But like Nolan North was the Penguin in the Batman series, and he's got a very weird Cockney accent, phenomenal. And Troy Baker, again, he was in Persona, where he's more like a teenager, and then he was like Ocelot in Metal Gear 5, like very different.
Yeah.
So... yeah, I'd dig to meet them. They seem like cool people.
They seem rad. So I'm hoping to meet them.
Do you see how they have like their own stream and channel? It's
they play some
very
stuff.
Cute. They get the good bromance going.
Good bromance. We have some questions on Twitter this week from people we've actually never had questions asked before. Let me find them here. Yeah, Medeiros. So we have a question from @SpreadWolf187. He says,
what's his name?
Fenrir. Fenrir.
That looks almost like a Swedish name.
Fenrir. He asks, so I put out a question just saying like, you know, I put out a tweet saying like, give us questions. And he says, how about the sudden revival of Minecraft popularity the last few months, mainly on YouTube and streaming sites, I guess?
Yeah.
What has led to that?
I have absolutely no idea.
My answer, the internet.
Yeah, I feel like it just happened.
It sort of just happened,
like, hey, Minecraft has kind of like come back in a big way. I think, I don't know, maybe it was a result of like streamers finding something else to play besides Fortnite, and they just gravitated towards something a bit more chilled like Minecraft, and that kind of, you know, a snowball effect. It could be there was a new mode that came out a while back.
I mean, that game's just always been evolving. So I don't know if there's just some update that came out that pulled people back in, or if it's just a weird resurgence.
It's really interesting because I see it being spoken about now as if it was something new again. And it's really cool because like I don't like playing Minecraft that much, but I love watching people's creations in there. It's really... And I guess also the NVIDIA announcing RTX support.
That RTX really helped it, yeah. Because that's when you put RTX on and off, it's like, damn, Minecraft's real ugly without it.
I mean, it's got a charm.
Not ugly,
to
but
it,
you know what I mean. When you have RTX Minecraft, why would you go back to?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The Minecraft. So
I don't know. I know a local YouTuber, Shani. She's big into Minecraft and she's been playing again. But yeah, I've just seen it spoken about like way more. It's seen like its biggest player base in years again, just all of a sudden. So very cool.
It's
I'm
interesting.
happy for it. Like
I mean, that game's got so many people playing it. How many copies of Minecraft do you think have been sold?
So many.
I'm sure hundreds of millions at this stage.
Microsoft just fucking
that was a really good purchase on their part. Yeah.
Very good purchase.
Damn. Okay, next question comes from Imaginary Skeptic. Old Samuel, Sam Spiller.
Oh, what's up, Sam?
Says, what are the market share projections for the Switch Lite? How much, if at all, will it eat into the sales of its bigger sibling?
Yeah, I'm curious about this too.
Well, look, when the Switch Lite was announced, my first thought is it is cheaper. It's a lot. It's going to get into more people's hands because, like, okay, there'll be people like you and I who will want to have it, regardless of the fact that we already own a Switch. But there will be people on the fence with Switch saying, like, I want it, but I can't really afford the bigger one, or I can't justify spending more than like a PS4 or Xbox One to buy a Nintendo console.
Yeah.
But now at this new price point, it's way more affordable.
Way more attainable, yeah.
So I think it's going to sell well. I don't know to what extent it's going to eat into the Switch.
I don't think it's going to eat in. I don't think it's going to eat into it because I think anyone who wanted a Switch has a Switch by now. And the Switch Lite is just like, hey, you've seen this thing. You've seen the Switch out for like 2 years. Do you think you'll ever play this thing docked? No, Switch Lite.
Yeah,
done. And like you said, I've seen a lot of people who I know own Switches buying a Switch Lite. Like, because like we said, we were at an event on Thursday and that thing is way more ergonomical.
It's seeing it, I knew it was lighter and everything. But
I was never really like concerned. Like, I was never like, oh, it's small or whatever. I'm not. But when I held it in my hand, I was like, oh my God.
It is way lighter.
It is so much it feels weird now going back to my normal Switch.
It's so heavy.
It just feels heavy. And that's what I think contributes to like the hand cramps that I get. This thing is just like, it fits perfectly in my hand. It's way lighter. And it's got a D-pad as well.
It's got a D-pad. I think it's going to sell really well.
Locally, it's going to have a big impact just because of the price difference.
Yeah.
Because it's $7,000 for a normal Switch.
Is it 7 now, not 6.5?
7.
Wow.
And it's $4,000 for a Lite. And that is a huge difference.
That's a massive saving, yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's, for someone like me, I mean, a lot of people like you prefer playing the Switch docked for the most part.
Yeah.
I seldom play with my Switch docked. So only lately I've been playing it because I'm streaming Mario Maker. But other than that, I often just have it with me on the go.
You can stream Mario Maker from a Lite.
Yeah.
Because there's no AV out, which I find so bizarre still.
No, but remember, it's a thing of, if they did that, then who would buy the OG Switch? No one. They need to have that differentiator.
I'm still of the mind that they could have kept the functionality in there because it still has the USB-C port at the bottom and then sold the dock separately.
I envision third-party people making that adapter though, or something. I don't know, but we said we don't know if the software will support it.
Yeah, the software is where it gets locked out. If it's not sending that signal, it's not sending that signal.
You'll never know.
We'll see.
Okay, last question comes from Patchy at Patchwork Phoenix. So did you see the tweet I put out?
Yeah.
This GTA, it's basically a bike. It's someone in GTA 5 driving a bike,
and then flying.
Ramping it. Okay, so they do a ramp. They fly for a good distance. They land in a garage, like precisely.
Oh, perfect.
Fly again.
Nailed it.
Okay. Well, sorry, when I say fly, I mean they ramp again, land up on the top of a building, but like precisely on the pinnacle of it. Okay.
So beautiful.
So the reason
That's art.
The reason I explain that is because Patchy asks, what did the person who made this smoke before they were able to achieve such a feat?
So I can give you a good answer. They dehydrated 10 cans of Red Bull.
Yes.
Then 10 cans of Monster.
Yes.
Then 10 cans of Lucozade.
Yes.
They dehydrated, so it's a powder now.
Okay.
Then they rolled up a good $1 bill.
Oh, wow.
They snorted it.
Jeez, all 30. It's 30.
They're getting that caffeine right into their veins. Then they chugged one more Monster just for good luck.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, they are seeing sounds.
Okay.
And then they did this. Yeah.
And then they did it first time.
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
Okay, my answer.
It was like transcendent.
My answer, not that. I can tell you.
Okay, cool.
I don't think the person smoked anything. I just think they spent many, many, many hours trying to put this together because this isn't coincidence or fluke.
Hell no.
This is planned. The person ramped specifically into the second or third level of a parking lot, and then they ramp again. land on the roof of a building, which leads him to ramp, land up on this building, and just land on the pinnacle. That's too much precision. That's the sort of people who speed run level of precision.
Imagine finding that line though, because someone had to
How?
find it.
Yeah, how would you find
incredible.
that line? And one of my colleagues, I showed it to them yesterday. He pointed out, if you fail, you have to drive back to the spot and try again.
From,
and it's so far. So games like Celeste work really well because if you fail, you know, it's so instant. You just retry till you get it. This, oh my gosh. Unless there's a mod or something where you can like, maybe this person made it that you can push a button, you can teleport back instantly.
Yeah, maybe they modded it on PC or something, yeah.
But holy moly, this must have taken a lot of time.
It's such a good line though. I dig it, yeah.
It's good. And yeah, that's all the questions, yeah.
If you want to send us questions like these fine fellows here who got really good answers, you can email us checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com. You can grab us on Twitter @checkpointchat.
Yes.
DMs and the like open, or on Facebook, facebook.com/checkpointchat.
Checkpoint Chat.
And that's episode 68.
68, yeah.
From here, although if you're listening to this on Monday, you would have missed it. We are hosting a Mario Maker build session at the Nintendo stand at Comic-Con Africa tomorrow, Sunday. And then we are recording a special Nintendo Focus podcast on Tuesday, which will go up as a special episode.
Probably soon
afterwards, yeah. So yeah, if you're at Comic-Con and you're around the Nintendo stand, come say hi. Matty's got a big fro. You can't miss him. He's also really tall.
I'm getting trimmed today though, so don't worry.
Oh no.
Still have the hair. Don't you worry. It'll still be there.
Still be there. Luscious locks.
So what's going to happen? Am I going to make Mario level?
I guess so. Yeah. I'll just narrate you as you go along.
Like, he's putting down the
putting a block.
He's putting the question mark block. It's so precise.
What a block! Black hole!
Black hole. Yeah, but we'll see you guys.
$1 million question block.
I know. What is it? $1 million coin in there?
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next week. Regularly scheduled podcast. The nice episode.
The naughty episode.
So excited. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you have a nice week.
No, you hang up.
No, you. You're breathtaking.
No, you hang up.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay, bye.
Bye.